everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Blockbird Cryptocurrency. And before we get to today's topic, let's talk a little bit about the market. So we're currently sitting at a really nice $503 billion. This is particularly sweet in light of the mini flash crash we had in early February, where we got down to as low as $279 billion. But I guess it wasn't that bad if you did buy during the dip. I'm sure your portfolio is looking pretty sweet right now. Okay, so before we get to Vertcoin, we're going to have to talk about Litecoin, and you're going to find out why in just a second. So, Litecoin. You all know what Litecoin is. It's pretty popular. I would say it's the most well-known cryptocurrency outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. What many of you may not know is that Litecoin was created by Charlie Lee to be a silver to Bitcoin's gold. And you may wonder, well, what does that mean? Well, if you look at the total max supply, Litecoin has a total max supply of 84 million, and Bitcoin has a max supply of 21 million. So that makes Bitcoin, in an idealistic world, 4 times as valuable or scarcer than Litecoin. So let's say if you had all of the total max supply in circulation and Bitcoin was sitting at $10,000 in an idealistic world, well, Litecoin would be sitting at $2,500. Wishful thinking, but who knows? I've seen crazier things in cryptocurrency. So now let's talk about Vertcoin. So Vertcoin, as you can see, has a max supply of 84 million, just like Litecoin. So while it is not necessarily, say, a silver to Litecoin's gold, if anything, it's the smaller sibling that has more potential than the bigger sibling. And while that may sound silly, just try to hear me out. So we have the same max supply between these two coins, and both of them are quality projects. In fact, Vertcoin is certainly far from being a crap coin. It's been around for quite a while. If you look at its history, it goes all the way back to May of 2014. So it's an OG on the cryptocurrency scene. And the development team is pretty strong. Let's take a look at the team. We have an MIT guy as the lead developer. We have physics. We have a lot going on. It's a solid project. But what's interesting about Litecoin and how or Vertcoin rather, what's interesting about Vertcoin is that it is not antagonistic to Litecoin. In fact, it thrives when Litecoin thrives. And in fact, if you look at Charlie Lee, you could kind of see this as a mild endorsement of Vertcoin. So here's James, the lead developer that I just showed you on the project. And here's Charlie Lee. This is the official Satoshi Lite. You see the little check mark there. And Charlie Lee, as many of you know, has been working on atomic swaps. Atomic swaps are where one coin can be instantly converted for another between 2 different blockchains without even having to use an exchange. So in testing out atomic swaps, he also did it with Vertcoin. So here's Charlie Lee. I'm going to do an on-chain atomic swap of 1 Litecoin for 55 Vertcoin with James. That's the lead developer of Vertcoin, Will it work or will it explode? Well, I can tell you that if you go through the history here, that the atomic swap did indeed work. And this happened when Vertcoin was sitting at $43 million market cap. I'm sorry, $43 billion market cap. It obviously has gone up significantly since, but we can see that as a mild endorsement of Vertcoin. And why do I say this has more potential? Well, it's only at $197 million. So, whereas its big sibling is at $12 billion. It's going to take a lot more money to double Litecoin from $230 per coin to $460, so to take an injection of an additional $12 billion, than it will to take Vertcoin from $450 to $9. You're looking at an injection of approximately $200 million. And this is not unrealistic at all. In fact, if we look at Vertcoin before the crash, the mini crash that we had, it was as high as $10. So let's look at when it was sitting at $10 here. Maybe not quite 10, but yeah, almost $10, $9.97. So it has already visited those all-time highs before. And while, of course, it would have been great to buy Vertcoin maybe a week ago or a couple weeks ago when it was sitting here at $2.08, it's still a heck of a discount in comparison to the $10 that it was at over a month ago. And the technology is solid, strong development team. Charlie Lee endorses the product. I won't say actually it's endorsed by Charlie Lee, but he acknowledges it as a legitimate project. And if you are a fan of Litecoin, like I am a fan of Litecoin, in fact, I want to get some more Litecoin, but I'm going to stay away from it for now during this run-up, then Vertcoin may be a good project to invest in either short-term, medium-term, or long-term. Buy some Vertcoins and convert them to Litecoin and hodl them. But whatever the case is, I think it would probably behoove you to continue to take a closer look at this project.